Hi, it's the Rawesome Vegan Gal here, and I am showing you a whole bunch of products here from a company called Navitas Naturals. They're the superfood company, and with all these products, including one more that I will show you, this is part 4 actually of my videos for this company, and I want to thank Mick for getting the products over to me to do this video. And I will also have links besides to the company site to my other videos that I've done, and this one I call is part 4, my chocolate superfood treats. So welcome. So today I'm going to be talking about some of the products, tasting them, and also showing you what I actually created with chocolate, and chocolate covered superfood treats actually. So the other product that I want to show you, or the first product that I want to show you, is their cacao butter. It's actually chocolate butter, and I have it in this bag because once I opened it up from the package, I was unable to put it back in. So it is this beautiful color, and the reason why is, and this is a Mayan superfood from South America, and so you know this is certified organic, it's kosher, non-GMO, and gluten-free. And how it's made to get like this, and it has a wonderful smell like cocoa butter. How it's made is by cold pressing the cacao nibs, which separates the thick and creamy butter from the fibrous powder. And it's a low temperature processing procedure, so it retains the valuable nutrients. So this can be used for many things. You can create truffles, desserts, and also for body care, because once it softens up, it kind of melts, and you could just put it on your skin. And the benefits of this is that it's high in antioxidants, it supports your mood, and it has healthy fats. So it mentions that refrigeration is recommended but not required because it may melt if you're living in a very hot climate. But since I opened it like this, I will actually have this bag that I put it in. This is actually a great company as well. It's BioBag. They make certified compostable bags, and I also have some video reviews of their products, and I'll include a link below for that as well. So this is not plastic. It's made of a material called Made or Buy, and this is one of their resealable bags. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to keep it in here. So what I did, so you know, to make my chocolate superfood treats, or chocolate covered superfood treats, is I shaved off some of this with the knife on my cutting board, and I didn't know how much I would need, so I actually shaved off more than I needed to make what I'm going to make. But I will show that to you and how I went about making the product, I should say the treats. So the other products that we're going to talk about in this review that I've used to make these treats is their Superfruit mix. It's an antioxidant smoothie mix, and everything again is certified organic, non-GMO, gluten-free, kosher. So this is really nice because this is a mixture of 3 superfruits. They're goji, pomegranate, and acai, and this is high in vitamin A, vitamin C, and antioxidants. You can add it to smoothies, add it to your cereals. You can just sprinkle it on your salad even if you want. But what I did was I mixed it with other ingredients to make my what I put on to make these treats. So and this is really nice because you're getting the 3 fruits together, and these are freeze dried, also, so you know, and they're high in vitamin, minerals, and antioxidants, such that I mentioned. So they also, I believe, make like a protein mix as well, and this is really nice. So that's one of the ingredients I used. Then another really nice product they have is their organic dried Yacon Slices, and these are from an Andean superfood. Now, if you don't know about Yacon, if you've never heard of Yacon before, it is a root vegetable. It's a fruit-like root because it has a bit of a sweet taste. And it contains inulin, and inulin is a complex sugar that breaks down slowly into fructooligosaccharides, which is FOS, which promotes healthy prebiotics. So prebiotics feed your probiotics, and I've mentioned about inulin and Yacon in some other videos that I've done as well. So These are dried, like they're like apple slices. They're very nice. And you can use them, like it says here, trail mix, salads, oatmeals, and granola. But what I did with them is, this is what one of the ingredients I used as well for my chocolate covered treats. I actually dip this in my mixture to make my treat. But I will try it. So this is what they look like. Just to tell you, it has a nice flavor. It's a little bit chewy, but not as hard chewy, but it has a bit of a sweet taste. But it is a root. So it's really nice. Like I said, it's high in vitamin A. Has 10% vitamin A and 8% vitamin C in a 30-gram serving, and there's 2 servings in this container, package I should say. It's a 2-ounce package. So, and it's also raw. So that's really nice. The next ingredient I used is their Goldenberries. These are vine ripened, and they're also from the Andes. And to tell you a little bit more about them, they're called Goldenberries or gooseberries or Incan berries. And they have been enjoyed for health properties in South American cultures for thousands of years. And they contain carotene and bioflavonoids, vitamin P, which I never heard of before. And they're also an excellent source of vitamin A and a good source of fiber. So again, these can be used in trail mix, salads. You can actually make a jam or a sauce out of this, blend it up with water. That's a really interesting way to do it, or in your smoothies. And again, this is one of the things I dipped in my mixture to make chocolate covered treat, superfood treats. So this is what they look like. Can get that in the camera closer, and they are dried. And now I will try one and let you know what they taste. And it's interesting, I can't get it where you could see it really close, but let me try, because yes I can actually. You can see inside, it's kind of transparent, and you can see the seeds inside of it. It's pretty neat. Now this has a little bit more of a tart flavor, and as you're chewing it, it might make you cringe a little because it is kind of tart, but it is really good. And this is a product of Colombia, actually, it says. And again, it's kosher, non-GMO, gluten-free. All their products are certified organic. So then I also use some other ingredients that I've mentioned in other videos in detail, so I'm not going to go through them again. But I also use coconut sugar, all from this company. I'll actually bring them over so I can show you what other ingredients I put in my mixture. So what I did, well, before I actually show you the other ingredients, let's go through and show you what I actually did to get to what I'm telling you about. So here is a piece of the cacao butter that I did, and what I have a really nice ceramic grater. So now I know normally what people do with cacao butter is they put it in a double boiler and let it kind of soften up, but I don't have that type of equipment, so I came up with a different idea to use a grater. Now I like the ceramic grater so you don't get the metallic taste. So I don't know where you can purchase this online, but I believe I got it from a company called Goldmine Natural Foods, and I'll include a link so maybe you can find it on there or check on Amazon. So what I did was I just grated it like this. You can see in the camera what I'm doing. And what it is it has a nice little well, so it catches the thing. Now what happens is as you're grating it, it starts to soften up and it starts to stick between these grooves. And actually, then it kind of comes on your hand and gets oily because from the warmth of you grating it with your hand, the heat that comes off, you're actually melting it. So what I actually did was then I took a chopstick, because whatever it is that kind of got stuck like that, like as I'm grating it like this, I took the chopstick and I just went through the little grooves here to take it out, and then I put it into my container to add to it. Now I can't tell you how much I used. I didn't use a lot. Probably just one piece like that, just to give it an interesting kind of a taste. And I've actually tasted by itself. It has a fatty kind of a taste. It doesn't taste bitter. Like if you've ever had the truly raw, the cacao nibs, the cacao bean, it's actually a little more bitter, but this isn't. So then what I did was I added some other ingredients. I took the Superfruit mix, and I think I put like between 3 and 5 tablespoons Also depending on how much liquid you add to it, because you want it to be a thick consistency. And then I added a little bit of coconut sugar for sweetener, also from Navitas. Everything is from Navitas. And then I added a little bit of maca. And then what I did also, a little bit of their cacao powder. And on top, I dusted it on top, so to speak, with some lucuma powder and also some hemp seeds. So I'll show you what the final product looks like. Before I show you what the final product looks like, I will show you what the mixture looks like. This is the mixture that I created. And then what I did was I just took some of the, a few pieces of the Yacon, the Yacon, where is it? I can find it. The Yacon Slices. I took that and put it in the batter, so to speak, and then let it sit in it and get all full of the chocolate kind of spread or batter. And then I put it on a wax piece of, not wax paper, actually a piece of parchment paper on a plate, and then put it in the freezer to kind of harden a little. And then I did the same thing with the Goldenberries. I put them in here, mixed them in. And you don't have to put them in the freezer, but if you want them to kind of get thicker, see, so this is kind of has a nice thickness. So as you're doing this, you know, add a little bit of water at a time. Don't add a lot of water. And then you might need to, if you add too much, then you're going to need to add more ingredients. So if you do that, you can add more of the Superfruit mix, the smoothie mix that I did. I kind of put some more of that in there to thicken it again. But try to do the water very gradually and mix it, and then you won't have to, you know, put in more ingredients unless you want to. So I'll show you what the final product looks like. I have it on a plate here. And let's see if I can get it in the camera. I'll actually have to lift it up to show you. So actually, I will bring the camera over to it, the plate, so you can actually see it. So here's what the final products look like. They look really nice. And I'm going to taste them too. So, so I'm going to have one of the Goldenberries. Here it is. I'll show you in the camera with a little bit of dusting of the lucuma. I didn't put hemp seeds on these, but so it still tastes kind of tart, but a little bit more sweetness because of the ingredients. And then here is a slice of the Yacon. In fact, I lifted up off my. The reason I did it on the parchment because it's easy to lift off. So here is the Yacon slice, but I didn't let it freeze that long, so that tastes really good. That has a really nice taste because the Yacon by itself is already naturally sweet, whereas the Goldenberry is a little more bitter. So, and then you could play around with doing other things covering, like they also sell goji berries. You could do chocolate covered goji berries, and I'm not sure what other berries they have. I don't remember if they do any other dried berries, but you can do other things, you know, other things that you want to make some kind of a chocolate treat. Now that mix can also be a, it doesn't have to be covering something. You can actually just eat that as a treat, you know, or freeze it in, if you have some kind of like a tray that has sections that you could put them in and then pop them out, and then they'd be little chocolate treats. You could do it like that too. So there's many ways to use these ingredients. There's not just one way. You know, you could put all those ingredients together into a smoothie. You could do it a sauce on top of your fruit, or like skewers with fruit that you pour this on as a sauce. So there's many ways you can use it. There's not just one way. So that's just what I decided to make, just to show you something a little different, how I use some of these ingredients. So just to show you again the ingredients, the main ingredients that we reviewed for this video are the chocolate butter or the cacao butter, and then we also showed you the Superfruit mix. That's the antioxidant smoothie mix. And then the two other things that we did were the Yacon Slices and the Goldenberries. So that's what I wanted to show you today, to give you some more ideas of what to do with these products. and I hope you check them out, and I'll have a link. I believe I have a special link for a discount that you can go to my blog to use for their products. So check that out below this video as well. And I thank you for watching. It's the Rawesome Vegan Gal.